Hey guys, this is the Tuninator, and this is Mods of the Week, episode 13. So the first mod I'm going to start out with which a lot of you guys have sent in and suggested to me, is the CONELRAD Civil Defense Radio. I'll be quiet for a second so you can hear the songs playing. So, as you can hear, that's not a normal song from the New Vegas playlist from any of the stations, and it's because it's on the CONELRAD radio. And what CONELRAD does is adds about, I believe, 50 or so new tracks, so several hours of music and some public service announcements to an all-new radio station complete with its own fully voiced female host. So, you know, since I don't really count Tabitha as a female, that adds a radio station in New Vegas that actually has a woman voice in it, which is, you know, nice to the counterbalance. And it's really nice because it provides some variety and escape from the kind of repeated tracks of the Mojave Radio and Radio New Vegas, especially since Mr. New Vegas repeats himself quite a lot. So it's nice to have a station which, you know, more so has a bit of musical variety without the announcer chiming in every, you know, 2 seconds. And in that respect, it's like the GNR more that came from for Fallout 3, which really made listening to the radio while roaming around a lot more tolerable. This accomplishes pretty much the same thing. So definitely a must-have if you're getting sick of hearing the same old crap on the radio, but you still want to listen to period music from the 40s and 50s. And I love music like that, and CONELRAD adds several hours of that to the game. So it's a very good mod to have, and I'll show you the radio station along with the second mod in the game that I'm going to show this week right now. And as you can see, this is not the normal PipBoy. This right here is not the mod's fault. It's conflict with another mod, which I'll explain in a bit. But this is the PipBoy Readius. It kind of turns the PipBoy into a bit more like a modern day, you know, techie kind of device, and cleans up the UI a bit, you know, makes it a little easier to use. And I personally probably won't be using this for playing through, as I do kind of miss the original PipBoy for the game atmosphere. But this is quite a cool mod for those of you guys who were kind of sick of the original PipBoy, want something new, wants a little more futuristic looking. And you can see the CONELRAD radio station right here. It also has different you know, sounds. The bleeps and stuff are a little more suiting to the high-tech device of this nature. And the other nice thing about the Readius is that it takes away the PipBoy on your arm. So if you've ever been annoyed by the fact that you have a stupid thing on your arm that, you know, messes with the armor you're trying to wear, especially like a power armor or fully sealed armor like a radiation suit or the spacesuit or something like that, equipping the Readius, using the Readius, means that your arm will be fully uncovered by the PipBoy, so whatever armor you're wearing will be the main feature. And speaking of armor, you may have noticed that what I'm wearing is not a power armor that you've probably seen in the normal game. That's because it's a mod called the Courier 6 Power Armor, and this was sent in by a YouTube user. Sorry, his name's a little bit difficult to pronounce, reepschlager or something like that. I'll spell it in the description. And this is a really cool suit of custom T45D power armor. Basically, what it does is it's a suit of T45D, but it's the idea is that it's made for the Courier. So you can see it's got all these cool decals on it. You know, playing card, Hoover Dam. It's got Courier 6 written on the front. It's got a very, you know, kind of rough and tumble, dirty and used look, which is very cool and fitting for the armor you'd expect a Courier to wear. It's pretty high detail. Overall, very nice looking armor. And I am not running on max finish at the moment because of my overheating problem, so probably looks even nicer on max, so just keep that in mind. And this is just a really cool suited custom armor. I'm a power armor junkie, so I love any kind of good-looking power armor mod. So if you ever come across them, definitely send it in. And this is one of those very good-looking power armor mods. I saw this and I simply could not pass up showing this, as it is just too cool. And looking at the armor itself, stat-wise, it's actually very reasonably balanced. If you look at it, you see the stats it gives enough carry weight to cover itself, which I think all power armor should do. So that only makes sense, and it has a nice DT bonus. Its effective DT is like 28, which is a tad on the high side for power armor. That's equivalent to the Enclave Remnant power armor, but it's not absurd. It's still well within playable means. And it gives a nice speech and repair bonus. Again, you expect that from the Courier. Power helmet gives a perception bonus against something you expect for a Courier. I'll show you guys the helmet in a sec. So overall, a very nice suit of armor, balanced enough to be used in regular play. It'd be a little on the strong side, but you know, if you're worried about the DT, you can just let it get a little beat up and let the DT degrade, wear it like that. And that's a very, very nice suit of custom armor. Let me show you the helmet. So, very cool looking helmet. You got the glowing green visor. Something this would go very well with the powered power armor mod, which I'll probably be showing next week. So, expect to see this again on the next mods of the week. Nice little glowing searchlight there. So, anyways, you may have noticed that this armor doesn't have the normal gloves you'd expect on power armor. And it's actually coming through the Readius piece of that as well. And that is because of a mod called the, I believe it's Armored Power Armor Gloves mod. And what this does is, as those of you who've seen Power Armor in game will know, the Power Armor gloves are, they're seeing like kind of like a black fabric. There's no actual power armor on the gloves, which you might think is a little weird because you're wearing this badass suit of armor, so you know why you're exposing your hands. And I often wonder that myself. So this mod is a port from a Fallout 3 version of the same one. Essentially, armors up your hands, so you now have kind of armored gauntlets, which makes a lot more sense for power armor. And so the color on these might be a little off, because they might be from a different kind of D51B, but it's just a nice little touch, something you don't really think of. Sorry, I gotta get rid of the tailor-made thing here. So it's something you don't really think of at first, but then once you use the mod, you realize how much of a difference it makes. So this really makes power armor look a bit more realistic and a bit more useful. And yeah, it's just a kind of nice little mod to have. And continuing with the theme of PipBoy disruption of armor and gloves, there's a mod called, I believe it's PipBoy Remover, remove that PipBoy, something like that. I'll spell it out specifically in the description. But what this mod does is it turns puts this workbench in Good Springs right next to the existing workbench, and you go to that workbench, you activate it, it's called the Strange Workbench, and it turns your PipBoy glove into an equipable item. So, you see if I equip the PipBoy glove, then the hand goes back to the bare hand with the device on it. And this mod has no effect on whether or not the PipBoy itself is on your arm. You can see I have Readius right now, so the PipBoy's not on my arm, but the glove still appears. This mod will not interfere with your PipBoy in any way, so it's completely safe to use. It just lets you determine whether or not you want to use the glove of the armor itself or the PipBoy glove. So for armors like power armor or radiation suit, where the PipBoy glove has you exposing a bare hand and something where that makes no sense, this mod will let you wear the armor's glove itself, so you're now as protected as you should be. You see, it goes back to being the armored gauntlet, back to being the PipBoy hand, armored gauntlet, PipBoy hand. You see, so this mod is from another port of a Fallout 3 mod. Again, just really nice, because that always bothered me in Fallout 3 New Vegas. I'd be wearing power armor, and my stupid bare hand would just be there, sticking out. Didn't make any sense, so this is really nice to be able to get rid of that and actually look like you're fully protected. So definitely strongly recommend that. And then I have two more mods to show you guys. You know, look at the power armor without the tailor-made accessory on it, like it was earlier. So the first one I'm going to show you is the Umpa Dance Animations mod. It's a really funny mod that it's a conversion or an adaptation of a Fallout 3 mod that basically lets you make anyone in the game, including yourself, just kind of break out spontaneously into dances. There's like 68 to choose from. They're very, very, very funny. And I'll go demonstrate them. Unfortunately, for some reason, my New Vegas is glitching out pretty ridiculously, so I can't get too close to anyone without them running away from me. They all think they're like treating me as hostile but not attacking me. It's kind of bizarre. Anyways, I'll demonstrate first off on Veronica. I'm gonna wait real quick to bring it to the morning so you can see it in daylight for full effect. And there's a really cool video on YouTube demonstrating the full potential of this mod that'll show. It's hilarious. But this is just a great mod. You've got Michael Jackson dances, stuff like that. Oh, well, alrighty then. Anyways, I'm gonna start making them dance. So what you do is you select someone in console, you type play idle, dance, and then a number from 1 to 68. So we're going to do 52 for the thriller dance. And we're going to have Cass, Arcade, and Veronica all do the Thriller dance. And watch as they will all suddenly break out into the Thriller dance. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of dances you can choose from. Let me make this guy start Russian polka dancing. See, there he goes, having a grand old time. If you try it on Securitrons, or I'm assuming EDE, bad things happen, so don't try it on people who aren't human. They might be kind of startled by the results, but get some more dancing going. It's Billie Jean right there. This is just absolutely hilarious mod. Get cast out of arcades way there. Just get some Russian dancing as well. And this is just really fun. You can see there's a whole bunch of different dances and stuff you can choose from. Getting a bunch of people and you go to the strip, get everyone to start doing Thriller or Billie Jean is pretty hilarious. This is one, a silly thing and good for funny videos, stuff like that. Not really a serious gameplay changer, but dear lord, it is a lot of fun to mess around with. So there you go. Anyways, that brings me to the last mod, which is the Enhanced Bloodstains mod. So, as a lot of you guys probably know, the bloodstains and normal Fallout, like the blood splatter and stuff like that, is not the most realistic looking stuff. It's really globbed on. And the Enhanced Bloodstains mod is a mod that makes the blood in the game the splatters look very, very realistic. So, let me just get a couple kills here so you can see. And if you look at the bloodstains, you see it's not the normal splatter, but rather it's much, high resolution and more realistic looking one. Oh, and, yep, and we're gonna have a big fight on our hands to demonstrate that. So this is just a really cool mod. It's one that you can install. You can install with Mod Manager, but it takes a little working around with. So make sure you check out the specifics of the mod in the description. You have to do some other stuff rather than just opening the file in Mod Manager. But the blood in this mod looks really, really cool. I'm gonna pause, try and get out the people who are killing us out of the way. But basically, it makes the game much more believable. Really adds to the sense of immersion because the blood it actually looks somewhat more realistic. And again, the game's not on max settings right now, like it normally is for me. This is an overheating problem, so this is not even at the mod at its best looking, but you can see really, really good looking blood, and the mod has all kinds of different settings to allow you to adjust for pretty much anything you want, so you can have more gore, more splatter, less splatter, make it look more realistic, basically anything you want, and it's quite cool. Again, you can see guys still rocking out on dances here. So yeah, Enhanced Bloodstains, one of those mods that's definitely a must-have. Hey guys, sorry about the jump there, my game just crashed for weird reasons, so bugging out like crazy, but anyways, again, you can see here, Enhanced Bloodstains makes the blood in the game look way more realistic, definitely a must-have. That's all I have for you today, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry about the random crash. As always, any mods, things like that, you find that you're cool, send them to me. I always check out every mod that people send me in a message, even if it doesn't get featured. I'll take a look at its next page. And just because it's not featured right away when you send it to me doesn't mean it won't be featured in the future, because mods I see that I like but I don't think I'll have the time to feature that week, I bookmark for later use. So anyways, definitely send in any cool mods you find. As always, questions, comments, things like that, post on my page, send me a message, I'll try and help you out. I try and respond to every message I get, so, and I'll try and be a little more on time with these in the future. I did get this out according to schedule, and I'm going to try and make sure they get out every Sunday, every week now. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. This is the Toon Leader, and I'll see you all later.